Thank you for your time. I'm here for Saga Advisory. Over the next 10 minutes, we will introduce a technology that quietly changes the economics of a well and why it belongs in African fields. It's called Fishbones. It comes from Norway, and Saga is its exclusive partner across 17 African markets. Our promise is simple: more recovery from every well you drill, without the cost, water, and emissions of fracturing. This is a first, high-level conversation. When we see a fit, we bring Fishbones' own engineers in for the detail. For now, let me give you the picture. First, who we are, because trust comes before technology. Saga Advisory is a Norwegian African firm. We hold exclusive rights to bring proven Norwegian energy technology into Africa. We work from Stavanger and Cape Town, through senior partners in Namibia, South Africa, Angola, Nigeria, and Mozambique. 3 groups trust us at once: operators, who reach the principal directly; governments, who gain higher recovery, local content, and lower emissions; and our Norwegian partners, for whom we are their accountable operation in Africa. We cover 17 markets, Nigeria to Tanzania. Today we're here for one of them, Fishbones. Now let my colleague Lisa tell you exactly how this works.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I will tell you about the problem worth solving. Across African basins, too much oil and gas stays in the ground, and the reservoir is rarely the limit. The barrels are there. The challenge is connecting the well to the rock. Most reservoirs now are tight, layered, and damaged, so a single well drains only what it touches. Operators face 2 poor choices: cheap acid, which races into the easy rock and ignores the rest, or hydraulic fracturing, powerful but costly, water-hungry, high-carbon, and hard to control. Stuck between too weak and too brutal, value stays locked away. The answer is lateral thinking, literally.
So what is it? Fishbones is a Norwegian completion technology. In one line, it places many small lateral needles deep into the reservoir, multiplying contact with the rock without the cost, water, and emissions of fracturing. Picture a fish skeleton. Your well is the spine, and dozens of needles branch off into the rock. One path becomes many. It's precise, not brute force, each needle to a known length and direction. It's green by design, and it's proven, installed on 5 continents, ISO certified, trusted by operators like Aker BP and Equinor. This is the technology Saga represents across Africa. How does it work? A normal horizontal well is one pipe. It only drains the rock it touches, and barriers strand the rest. Fishbones changes the geometry. Along the completion sit joints we call subs, each carrying needles that reach meters into the formation, over 100 in a single well. Those needles do 3 things. They connect isolated layers and natural fractures into one flowing system. They bypass the damaged zone around the wellbore, and they distribute stimulation evenly, so no thief zone takes it all. Connect, bypass, distribute, and it all installs in a single run.
Fishbones is one idea delivered 2 ways. Fishbones jetting is chemical. Acid is jetted through the needles, dissolving channels into the rock. It's ideal for carbonates, limestone, chalk, dolomite, placing acid evenly across every layer. Fishbones drilling is mechanical. Tiny bits drill each needle out into the formation, then release. It works in everything: sandstone, conglomerate, even hard fractured basement, and pairs with sand control. The choice is driven by geology. Same fishbone shape, same single-run install, 2 tools for your rock. Whatever your reservoir, there's likely a fit.
Now the benefits. In plain terms, you increase reservoir exposure with many laterals multiplying contact. You connect layered zones into one flow path. You bypass near wellbore damage, reaching clean rock. You stimulate evenly across the whole interval. You reduce drawdown and coning, producing the same rate at lower pressure, delaying water and gas and extending well life. And you increase recoverable reserves. For an operator, that's better economics. For a national oil company, more national value. For a government, a higher recovery factor, more revenue, jobs, and energy. One technology, 3 winners.
Let me dwell on the environment, because today it decides whether projects get permitted. Here's the number to remember. Independent analysis by 360 Energy found a Fishbones completion produces up to 95% less CO2 than comparable hydraulic fracturing. Why? No fleet of frac pumps, no proppant, almost no water, decisive where water is scarce. And because it's controlled and contained, it's far easier to permit. For governments and NOCs, this is the heart of it. Produce more of your resources with a much smaller footprint. High production, high standards. The Norwegian way.
Quick proof that this is proven, not experimental. Fishbones has installations on 5 continents, more than 5,500 needles in producing wells, over 80 completion systems delivered. It is run in the hardest wells on Earth, nearly 5,500 meters deep, up to 190 degrees Celsius, horizontal sections beyond 2,500 meters, and across every rock type: carbonate, sandstone, chalk, conglomerate, coalbed methane, and fractured basement. The question is rarely, will it work in my rock? It's which system and which wells.
Now the results, measured in real fields. In Iraq, onshore limestone, a 600% long-term uplift over offset wells on standard acid. In Norway, on Lundin's Edvard Grieg, about 10 times the productivity of a conventional completion. In China, offshore, in fractured basement rock, triple the gas rate. And in 2025, the first pre-salt carbonate installation offshore Brazil. Remember that one for Africa. Different continents, different operators. The same step change again and again. When you can double or triple a well, you change which fields are economic. That's strategic, not just technical.
Now let an operator speak instead of me. This is Aker BP, one of the most respected operators on the Norwegian shelf, on the Valhall field. Their SVP for reservoir development said, "The Fishbones technology can enable Aker BP to further increase recovery in the Valhall field by reducing stimulation time and cost, as well as enabling multilateral design." Notice what a reservoir leader emphasizes: more recovery, less time, less cost, new well designs. Aker BP, Equinor, Lundin, Eni, and CNOOC have all trusted it. The question now is what it can do in your fields.
Now, why Africa? This technology fits your basins almost perfectly. The pre-salt carbonates of Angola, Congo, and Gabon are the geological mirror of Brazil, where Fishbones just proved itself in 2025. Off Namibia, a deep-water boom that can't afford a frac fleet. The tight sandstones of Nigeria, Egypt, and Algeria need exactly this layer-connecting trick. And across Nigeria, mature fields are moving to indigenous operators hungry for low-cost recovery. Capital light, installed with the well. Lower emissions, less water, more local value. Saga holds exclusive rights in 17 markets. The opportunity is live right now. Why work through Saga and not call Norway directly? Because bringing foreign technology into an African operation is rarely a technical problem. It's commercial, regulatory, and logistical. We close that gap. We're a single point of accountability with exclusive rights and a direct line to the principal. No chain of middlemen. We have senior partners on the ground in Angola, Nigeria, and Mozambique who carry delivery through to a signed job. We handle permitting and local content rules, and we bring live market intel across all 17 markets. Simply put, we make adopting new technology low risk. So where do we go from here? It's deliberately low commitment. Today is step 1, this briefing. The only question, is Fishbones relevant to your fields? If it's a maybe, step 2 is a technical session, where Fishbones engineers meet your team on Teams, followed by that you share well data and core samples. Step 3, they screen your candidate wells. Step 4, a tailored design and quote. Step 5, we install in one trip and measure the uplift against your offset wells. The deep geology comes next, with Fishbones at the table. All we need now is a basin and a few candidate wells.
Let me leave you with the essence. The barrels are there. The challenge has always been connecting the well to the rock. Fishbones does exactly that, installed with the completion in a single run. It has doubled, tripled, even sextupled productivity on 5 continents, with 95% less carbon and almost no water. And it fits the African moment. Pre-salt, deep water, tight sandstones, and a brownfield revival happening now. Saga brings it to 17 markets and carries the work for you. So give us a basin and a few wells. Let's find the wells where Fishbones pays. Thank you.